What's good, YouTube? This your man Spiel Dog. You know what, man? I was thinking um about when Bud. I've been watching him do a lot of interviews and stuff, and now it seems like the talks is getting somewhat serious about if Charlo lose to Canelo, him going up to 168 pounds and fight Canelo. And truth be told, if Crawford legs can, if he can carry the weight for 12 rounds, that would be my only thing with him. If he can carry the weight, where in the late rounds, those what let me see, those extra like 25, 30 pounds that he gonna be fighting with, if he could, if it don't make him too sluggish at the end, he got a good chance of outboxing Canelo. And the sad part about it, he took Earl's whole spot from. If Earl don't rematch Bud and win that fight, you remember I made a video about this maybe 2 or 3 months ago, saying that Errol was looking past Crawford to some degree because his big fight was Canelo. I truly thought that at the time, and I mean everybody to some degree thought that at that particular time. Nobody ever had even considered or talked about Crawford ever fighting Canelo. That never came up anyway. I never heard it before this. But now that he didn't just beat Earl, he dominated Earl for whatever reason, whatever happened. It happened like it happened. Now, if Earl don't come right back and straighten this, Crawford gonna be the one to go fight Canelo and get that super check. I mean, cause that's what the check at. Canelo is the big prize, and it's gonna be a sad day if Earl uh, just let all just kind of let all that go. And I don't know why he just forced that fight like he did. Cause one thing as bad as I wanted to see the fight, I didn't really want to see it under those circumstances. And you have to praise Crawford for you know letting him, playing him like a sucker to some degree. And Earl is my man. I'm not calling him no sucker, but he got played like one. And the sad part about it, Crawford didn't play him. Earl played himself. And he might have played himself all the way out of position. Real talk, the fact that he was willing to go in there with being out the ring as long as he had and all that, I just figured I just didn't think he would throw his whole name. And that was a career defining fight, whether he realized it at that time or not. And if he don't straighten this, that one fighter damn near define his career if he ain't careful. I mean, now, yeah, he beat a lot of good fighters coming up, but none of the guys that he beat is gonna be on no all-time greatest list like Floyd was, Andre Ward, uh, Roy at one time. Now Roy Jones, he lost too many fights, but Pernell Whitaker, up there with them guys. Right now, Earl probably still up there, but Crawford done just, although he didn't fight a lot of tough fights, he fought he took the real fight serious as a heart attack. He came in there and did his thing, and now he the one for the good. He like if they don't, but I know Earl gonna rematch him. If he don't win the Canelo fight that was supposed to be his, it'll all go to Crawford. And it'll be all thanks to him. Like he said, he was the one that made that happen. I think he was more concerned with making the fight happen and actually paying attention to how he was gonna fight in it. I can't see Spence going out there looking that bad again. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking about in the first fight, but I'm sure he got it. Now, if he ain't never had a reason to go in there and train and switch some things up, this is the time. Whatever you know how to do that people don't know about you that you've been doing in the gym, if it is something, it's time to bring it out because you can't lose to this fighter again. And you definitely can't lose like that again, so it looked to me like that Bud and he done snatched the spot, and there's only one way to get it back, get in that ring and put the hammer down. I hope that it end up being two more fights because I would hate for that fight to define Spence' career, because if it go down like that, it'd be somewhat of a tragedy for you to have for him to be on the road that he was on, for it to get like this on the back end. And some of this is lack of focus. Some of this is just acts of God. Like the detached retina. I don't think he could have done nothing about that. The car accident, he probably could have done something about that. But the fact of the matter is, it took him out of the game for a year and a half. He keep missing all his time, and then when he get back, you sitting out waiting on one fighter, but he out there fighting. I couldn't understand none of this shit this boy did. I really couldn't. I mean, I ain't gonna tell you no lie. And he said he don't listen to nobody. It looked like he need to. I like Spence a lot. I think Spence is a hell of a fighter. I like the things that he did coming up, and I think it's way more. For I don't think he nowhere close to done, but he got to straighten this, and that got to be next and high priority. That's why I don't think Bud can be out here seriously considering some of these fights, and they already got a contract between him and Errol, unless Errol bag out, and that ain't gonna happen. Even if Errol got beat the shit out of again, he ain't gonna be able to let that ride like that. I'm sure of that. So we definitely gonna get a fight too. It's just a matter of when. And in this fight, Errol he has to win that fight. Even if they fought 3 fights and he lost that last one, Earl, he got to win this next one. He could not get in that ring and lose to Crawford again. That's gonna be a mean ink spot on his record, on his resume. So we'll see what go on as the months go by. But I can't see him waiting too long, because that's the whole problem. Staying out the ring forever. Like I said, man, I'm happy for him. If the lady that he with, if that's the one for him, if that's the one, then I'm happy for you. But is it? I don't know if this the right time to be trying to have all that going on, and you at the peak of your career. You need to finish what you started. If you ask my opinion, finish what you started, and after that, you can do whatever you want. But you too close. You got too close to the mountaintop to start letting other stuff distract you from where you done got yourself to. Because they don't like Keith Thurman talk all that goofy ass shit about it. It's his dream. I feel you, Keith, but it's stupidity to get to this point of the game and then start throwing it away. That is dumb. Because like I say, it's finna be over. I mean, they all got a few more years, and then it's out here in the world and whatever else they gonna do. So, yeah, you need to start thinking about the future. But what you're doing right now is what's gonna make your future gonna be set as long as you focus on this. And like I said, hopefully when they fight again, he keep the main thing. But he cannot lose this. If he loses another fight to Crawford, that I mean, that's gonna be a hell of it'll be a sad thing on his resume for him to go this far and let other stuff besides boxing take him from being completely focused and dialed in. Because from what I saw in that first fight, that was a guy that wasn't completely dialed in, wasn't 100% focused, just in the ring fighting, especially once he realized he couldn't bully him. And I guess, like I said, it don't look like Derek James brought playing B and C with him, just playing A. So they'll be ready next time, I hope. But all I know is Crawford, from where I'm sitting at, if he lose again, Crawford would have came through and stole all his shine and his whole spot. And it'll be ugly, boy. I mean, that's why I say I think it's gonna be 3 fights, but we're gonna see. But that's it for me on this video. If you like the video, hit the like or subscribe. To the next time, it's your man Spill Dog. I'm out.